Welcome to BRRRR, where we discuss part of the BRRRR strategy over a glass of refreshing beer. My name is CJ Calio with WNN Properties. We are here today at Chart House in Waikiki. It's a wonderful place to come grab a meal and a great view of the harbor. With me today is a special guest, Dr. Joseph Brewett. He's a chiropractor who specializes in upper cervical and is an investor. So Joe, tell me a little bit about real estate. What got you started into real estate?
You know, I've always known about real estate. It's a good investment. It doesn't depreciate, but I just never knew how to get into real estate. I remember like 20 years ago, I bought a CD pack, from an infomercial, but I just didn't have the guts to, that's a lot of money, just to follow CDs and try to buy real estate. So I just never proceeded with it.
So what was the next action step to get you into real estate?
Your mother-in-law. So actually, so your whole family, I've treated your whole family for a long time, and I've known you, and I've always heard stories about how well you were doing and how successful that you guys were. And then your mother-in-law was like, oh, I'll have him call you. Because I had said, well, that sounds really interesting, and I'd be kind of interested in looking at that. And so then when you called, I'm like, yeah, let's talk.
Nice. So when we sat down and we discussed a little bit about real estate, what was the one thing that tugged at you to say, I'm in?
The professionalism. There was no doubt in my mind that when you and Jasmine came up to talk to me, that you had it together. You had a system, you knew what worked, you knew what you were doing. There was no shadiness to it at all. It was all in black and white, and you were looking it wasn't almost like I was interviewing you, you were interviewing me. Because it's like, are you sure that you really want to do this? Because we want to make sure before we take our time with you that you know what you're doing. You want to do this. So that impressed me.
Awesome. Well, we're about halfway through our mentorship together. What would you say is some of the highlights so far?
I would say, like I said, I am constantly amazed at how brilliant you are in this business, that there's nothing that I have come across so far that I've asked that you don't know or you don't have some experience with. You've got systems in place, you've got things worked out. If there is any doubt or any question, oh, we've done that, and this is what happened when we did this, and this is what happened when we did this. And so there's no guesswork, and I'm constantly amazed at how professional everything is.
Well, a lot of it has to go to you, someone who takes massive action and doesn't put up resistance when I ask you to do something challenging. I really appreciate your time. I look forward to the remaining half of our mentorship. Now to the beer. One more.
Well, CJ, what we have here today is a Broken Boundary Ginger Hard Seltzer. It's locally made with ginger from the Big Island, and you're going to pick up notes of that, and it's kind of spicy and it's unapologetic. Let's try it out.
Looking forward to it. Please follow us until next time. To the BRRRR.
To the BRRRR.